So around 5 years ago, I was in Argentina. I was in a convention. I was in a VR convention, and we were showing this project we had in VR, and we were competing with other projects to see which one was the most immersive experience. And there were a bunch of people there working at the convention, and there was this girl, this blonde girl from Argentina, and she was helping me to set up the VR and showing the project to the clients and everything. And after the rewards finished, we got awarded with a reward for the best VR experience, and they invite us to a party. They invite us to a party there. It was only for the winners and the people who organized the event. It was a very big event, and there was this party, and this girl was there, and I can already tell like she really liked me. And they had an area where people can drink, but there was an area where people can dance. And if you've never been to Latin America, dancing is pretty much everything what happens in the party. So I went to the dance floor, and there was this girl with her friend and everything. And his friend, sometimes he danced with her, and he was doing some simple move, but he knew how to move. I didn't know what to do. I was shocked. I already knew that the girl really liked me. She was like really close to me. She wanted me to take her to dance. And in that moment, I feel like prettified because I couldn't do anything. It's like, wow, I have this chance like to meet this girl, and I'm gonna throw it away because I just don't know how to dance. And I was just like this, and I cannot move. And I was so angry about that. And right after the event finished, I came back to my hometown in Peru, and the first thing I did was to enroll some dancing classes, because I told to myself, like, this thing is never happening to me again. I hate this feeling. This thing will never happen to me again. Whenever there is a dance party, I will be able to move. I don't need to be a star or anything, but at least I cannot just stay like this, like without even moving, petrified, with no confidence or whatsoever. And I took those classes, and it was this insight thing that told me you need to go take classes. And at first it was just to get late, like when I learned like a month or something, and then that's it. Because in my mind, I thought, I don't think dancing is for me. I'm just this geek here. I do game development. I play games. People like me just don't go to dance. They are not good dancers. That's what I told to myself. That's the story I created to myself. And I took the class. And at the moment, it was really hard for me to learn all these moves. I took some salsa classes. And after a month, I started really liking it. I was like, actually, this is very fun. And I met some friends there, and we went to classes together. And eventually, what it was just a thing to try out for a month, it ended up being a big part of my life. Like the last 5 years of my life, I've been dancing pretty much almost every week, or taking classes almost every day, because I just like it so much, and I met so many people, and my life just changed completely, right? And the reason I'm telling you this story, and you may think like, what does it has to do with game development, is that I really feel a specialization is for insects. Just like I hear Naval Ravikant said, it really stuck with me. Like when I went to work at Ubisoft, I was specializing on 3D environments. Before getting the work at Ubisoft, I took some mentorships for CG Master Academy, amazing class by Anthony Vaccaro. I was learning how to make these big open worlds, and I was just only focusing on that, only focus on environments, forget about characters, forget about VFX, animations, just environments. That's the goal environments. Because for getting a job in the industry, you need to be specialized in something. And in my case, my aim was just to make environments. And that's how I got my job at Ubisoft, because I was specializing in that. And when I got to the job, I realized something. Because I did indie game development before, I knew a lot of things like materials, a lot of stuff that is not really relevant to my job. And I noticed that a lot of people didn't know about anything. They just knew how to do the thing. They were really good at it. And when I worked at that, at the beginning it was fun. It was like, well, that's fun. I just need to do the thing again, and again, and again, and again. And it continued to do it for months and years. And eventually I did become good at it, because if you do something over and over, you become, really, really good at it. And I was getting tired of it. And I was noticing something. The people who were above me, you have these branches where you can just either go for a technical side, you become a senior, you become really good at what you do and you keep doing that, or you become like a lead, kind of like a management position. The management position was the ideal one for many people because, let's be honest, they just stopped working. Now they have another problem because they need to deal with people, and dealing with people may be harder than dealing with the engine or doing something on your own. So that's another problem. But at least you don't need to do the same thing over and over and over again. And I noticed that the higher the rank, the less the specialist it is. The more he has like a better idea on what's everyone is doing, what are they doing, what are all the processes, and he may not be extremely good at what you're doing, but he's telling you what to do, and he has a bigger picture of how things work. And a lot of people, myself included, just thought that the way for specialization was the way to go, right? And I never had any ambitions to become a manager at a company or anything like that, and that's why I left. But a lot of people get the advice that if you specialize in something and you become really good at it, you will get opportunities. And that is true. But what happens when you have this gut feeling, like the one I had many years ago, that, you know what, you need to try dancing. Has nothing to do with games, has nothing to do with game development. It's totally the opposite of what you are. You're probably terrible at it, but there's something inside that is like, I want to learn this. And I cannot explain why. I remember at that time, my parents were shocked because like, where are you going? I'm going to dance. It's like, you're going to dance? And everyone had this idea of me that I was just this really geek boy where I just stay at my desk and just play games and don't do any activity, especially dancing that is very social. And it's a different world, to be honest. A lot of people were shocked, like, you're doing this? Like, they already have an image of you. It's like, you, like Roger, you do this. You, Peter, you do this. You have these ideas, and all these companies want you to have a picture of you. We have a profile, and all the people that apply for the same job, each one of them, they have the same profile. They're all good at environments. They are good at art. They all have some technical ability. They have a portfolio that is very similar, that aims to solve the things that the company wants to solve. They are all like copy and paste, like machines. And after a while, after working for many years, I was like, is this how my life is gonna end? This is how I'm supposed to, that's it? Like, I felt like I want to try other things. I want to try music. I want to try a little bit of programming. I want to try a little bit of this thing. But the job always tells you you can try those things, but you will get replaced. Because if you are good at everything, then you are not good at nothing. And then I realized that the job wasn't for me. The job wasn't for me. And that's why I left. And I just, you know what? I'm gonna create my own path. I'm gonna do the things that I want. I'm gonna do it my own way. I don't need to satisfy anyone. And I will learn the things that I feel I need to learn. It doesn't matter how different they are. It doesn't matter how off topic they are. It's like, oh, you're a game developer. You cannot learn this. Like 1 year ago, I decided I wanna learn Age of Empires. I wanna become good at the game. I was just practicing the whole time, watching guides, getting better. Has nothing to do with game development. And now I feel like, because I made a lot of videos on Age of Empires, I got other abilities, like being in the camera here. This room that you see here that I'm working on it is the result of me going to play Age of Empires and wanting to have a room that I actually like, that I actually feel like when I was a kid I would like to have, like all these pictures from anime and all the games that I love. Like, I want to have that. It wouldn't be possible if I didn't play Age of Empires, which has nothing to do with game development. This microphone wouldn't be here if I didn't play Age of Empires, because I thought, you know what, I want to improve my audio. I didn't know about this. When I was so focusing on doing this thing, I was doing so many tutorials on 3D. Some of you know me for my tutorials. I have millions of views on these tutorials. I have helped a lot of people. And for me, that focus was teaching. And got to a point where let's try something different, you know? And look how life is. And now I'm back to game development. It's like, I still play Age of Empires, but I'm also doing some other things. I'm starting this project, this personal project of mine, side-scroller game that I want to make, similar to Mega Man. Like you can see in the back there, I love Mega Man X4, and it's like, I want to make a game for me, you know, for me, unique to me. And little by little, all these pieces are coming together. And now I'm really, I have burned my bridge in a way. Like, I cannot really go back to work for someone, because I notice all the, you know, when economic things go bad, you know, I look for, okay, so maybe just find a job, right? And then I realize I'm not good at anything. At least at specific things that I'm looking for. It's like, I cannot really get anything because of the decisions I made. I made myself good. I became a little bit better speaker, for example. I wasn't really good at speaking. If you see my older tutorials from UNF games, you will notice that they are really, really bad. Information is good, but the way to translate is not. And I play games competitively. Like, at least I'm learning, I'm enjoying it, just like dancing. Like, in dancing, I end up participating in a lot of shows and everything that I never thought I would do that. It was amazing. And who knows what the future is for me in Age of Empires 4? I don't know. I just enjoy it. And now I'm making this game. I have all these skills that I learned in 3D. And I'm focusing more on programming, because it's like, I want to learn more. I'm really curious about this. And then I have just these little skills from everything that makes you who you are. And that's why I told you, like, a specialization is for insects. Like, for me, I feel much more alive, much more I feel like my life has much more meaning than before. If I compare my life to maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago when I left working for Ubisoft, my life has changed so much. I've done so many interesting projects that I don't regret every single bit of it. And doing this may not give you a lot of money. You will not climb the corporate ladder. You will not get that promotion maybe, or you won't follow these things that they only fill your pocket. But I think they will make your life so much interesting. Especially it's unique to you. You have your own hobbies, your own uniqueness. Explore it and trust that feeling. Trust that inner feeling that maybe I can try this. You know how many years I had that gut feeling that I need to try to play Age of Empires? The other day I was watching a picture from my family and I was me playing a game. I was 9 years old and I was playing Age of Empires. And during all those years I stopped playing, but I was always in my head, what about this game? I never play. I play a lot when I was a kid. I don't know if it's good or not now. I'm already grown up. I'm already doing game development. I don't have time for games. And it changed my life. And dancing changed my life too. Learning programming today is changing my life. I'm doing more unique things, and the more I start discovering myself, I do more and more unique things. A specialization may be the best way to get some money first. Eventually you will get better at something. You know, may not be as good as people who specialize a lot, but at least you're gonna have some meaning into your life. It's gonna be really, really interesting. It's like you are your own main character for your own movie. Make it have some plot twist from time to time. A little bit of a plot twist is interesting for you, right? And you know those people who specialize a lot? There are several cases of people in the game industry who have suicide. Some of them come to light, some of them they don't. And there was an artist, I don't remember his name, he was really good at it. One of the best in the world. One of the best. Amazing designer. I don't remember his name right now. But when he suicided, the whole industry was shocked. This guy had everything. This guy was at the top of the industry. World class at what he does. Extremely good at it. He just couldn't take it. And by making this video, it's also my effort for sending this message to you that maybe if you feel there is a change you need to make, even though there is no logical explanation for it, even though it doesn't look like the best thing to do right now, maybe you should consider listening to it, to trust your gut feeling, to trust those crazy ideas. And it may change your life. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to watch more of this. I plan to do more of these topics little by little. If you're looking for some coaching sessions, I offer one-on-one private coaching for 3D environment art. If you're looking for that job, or if you're looking for a personal project of yours, whatever is it that you need, I'll put a link below where you can take a look. Maybe we can talk in the future. I hope you enjoyed this talk, and I will see you in the next one.